Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at applied materials, or maybe known as AMAT. We're going to be looking at the stocks, some of the charts, some of the earnings, all that sort of thing. Hopefully giving you a nice overview of the stock, and if you're interested in potentially investing in it, or if you already invested in it, just getting more information on it. So whenever I look at a stock for the first time, I like to look at, before anything else, I like to look at the 1-year chart, 47% phenomenal, 5-year chart, 306% phenomenal, and then the all-time chart, which the stock's been around for a long time. So, I mean, look at that. That's crazy. I mean, it's been around since 1980, but I mostly, for the all-time chart, I want to see if there was any huge peaks, right? You know, for example, all the bank stocks in pre-2007, 2008 were usually higher. And then I like to look at, mostly for this, I like to look at the 10-year, right? Usually 10 to 15 years is a good time frame for recency of any company. But, I mean, it really depends on, some companies are different. But anyways, so since 2014, right, it's 10x'd, right? It's at 20, was at 21, it's at 201. It peaked even higher at 235. So this company is 9 to 10x'd over the last decade, which is insane, right? Like, yeah, that almost never happens. And look at this, PE ratio isn't insane either, which is a good sign. I mean, and also even considering the run up as well. I mean, obviously there was lows in 2022. It's up 100% from, you know, even highs in 2021. It's up, what is that, 25% ish? So, which isn't as good, but that's still, like, that's not bad. All right, then I like to look at Schwab. I know we saw the PE, but let's see the PE and the Ford PE so we get a full picture. Yeah, so Ford PE is a little bit higher. If we look at expected earnings, it's really not that much. And this is a company that's projected to grow in the future, right? Maybe it's not going to grow as extreme as it has over the last, decade, right? But, I mean, that's crazy anyways. And, at the PE of 22, you don't really expect it, right? I mean, we just looked at ASML yesterday, and it's projected just to grow a bit faster than this. And you may say, why do you use the comparison to ASML? Because they both sell semiconductor equipment, right? And have done very well doing it. So I'm sure we could get the market cap on that tab as well, but 166 billion. So this is clearly not a small company. It is American, which may sound weird to preface, but a lot of the stocks I've been looking at are not, so that's something to factor in. It pays a dividend of about 1%, so not nothing, but it is something, right? Yeah. Anyways, let's look a little bit deeper into what the company actually does. Engages in provision of manufacturing equipment, services, and software to the semiconductor, display, and related industries. I mean, the semiconductor one is clearly the golden goose, at least my understanding, right? I'm sure there are other things do well as well, but semiconductor systems, the semiconductor system segment, triple S, that really threw me off, develops, manufactures, and sells various manufacturing equipment. Why'd you say manufactures and sells? I don't know. I'm just getting tripped up over this. But anyways, what we're really looking at is, all this stuff, right? They sell these tools that help the fabs, the foundries, make what they do. So that would be the Intels, the Samsungs, and specifically the TSMs of the world, which I absolutely love TSM as well. So yeah, for me, I love semiconductor stuff. Half the videos on this channel right now are semiconductor. It's not what it's always going to be, but semiconductors, computers, whatever you want to call them, right? They are going to be around forever. They're going to have more investment forever. We think about it, in 20 years, do you think there's going to be less computers or more computers around? I don't even have to think that long. Like, I mean, they're putting computers in fridges. There's smart fridges, bro. There's a huge segment. I know Qualcomm's really getting into the car industry. They're using more and more advanced chips in the car industry, right? Certainly Tesla is. They're using AMD chips, I think, maybe some NVIDIA. That was I'm trying to call in information from perhaps even years ago, right? But the point is, this sort of thing is going to absolutely be needed. It's going to be needed in more and higher quantities, right? And AMAT is not. It's I mean, you're getting in a tech company that has grown 10x over the last 10 years at price point, less and PE less than the S&P 500 is right now. I believe it's mid to upper 20s. So like this is cheaper than the average stock. Now, clearly, this is not a stock that's like, I don't know. I was going to say destined to blow up, but you don't know, right? I mean, let's just look at some analysts right here, like Schwab, percentile ranking 7. So they think it's going to be in the top 10 performers over the next year in terms of share price. That's what Schwab does their equity ratings on. I don't know. I always like to say I can't predict the future. Also, I like to always state, do I own this? I do not own this. However, I am going to own it probably within the coming days, right? I usually put money into the market every month, every couple months, right? So, and Applied Materials is one I have marked down. So I'm going to be owning this stock. So now, I'm not saying you have to own this stock, right? But man, if you want more exposure to the semiconductor industry, I mean, this is just, I love it. I almost love it more than ASML, like honestly. It's golden. I love it. Anyways, let's look at a few more ratings. Market Edge has a void. Refinitiv, or however you say it, is a buy. Their ESG is really high, apparently. Let's take a look at some analysts on Yahoo. Everyone's saying buy right now, basically. There was more holds. I guess people haven't reiterated. Also, the same thing here with, not same thing here. I mean, beat. I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, they're beating by 5% here, 5% here, 10% here, 5% here, right? They're consistently beating, and that tells me that usually, now, to be fair, I don't know if it's analysts. I haven't dove into their earnings statement, so I don't know if they release their projections or it's analysts doing it. I know some companies do that differently. However, that's a good sign, that when they're missing, that means the estimates are conservative. If it is coming out from the company, if they're missing consistently, I hate that, right? Because that tells you one of two things. Either the leadership is lying to you, they're saying, hey, we're going to hit this, and they actually aren't. Or B, it means that they don't understand their company well. And I don't like either of those situations. So, but anyways, also, like I said, Applied Materials is American as well. So if that factors in. So if you are into tech, if you believe in AI, right, and you want a stock that is going to perform, right, assuming if AI does well, either ASML, AMAT, or very likely both, or TSM, I would own all three personally. If you believe in AI, you should own this stock. I'm going to say it. You should. You probably should. I'm not saying, now, when I say that, I'm not giving you investment advice. Remember, of course, securities involve risk, all that, right? But what I am saying is that if I were you and I believed in AI, I would absolutely buy the stock. I don't know how you couldn't. Like, this stock, ASML and TSM, it is the building block. Now, are they going to benefit as much as the person who hits LLMs out of the park? No, they aren't. But if you think someone is going to hit it out of the park, right, they are going to need this company. They're going to need AMAT. They're going to need ASML, and they are going to need TSM. Now, are they going to have the highest profit margins? Are they going to, 5x? I mean, they've 10x over the last 10 years, so they could, honestly, right? They could. But I'm not saying that. But you are going to make money. You just are, right? So, anyways, I think I've ranted enough on this. I love this stock. I love ASML. I love TSM. I just absolutely love them. So, whatever your opinion is, if you agree or disagree, let me know down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, I'm a new channel trying to get some steam. So leaving a like, or any interaction on the post, the video helps the algorithm a lot. So if you did enjoy this, or if you like, this video, check out other videos. I have many similar videos in this industry and on all different types of companies. So anyways, if you made it this far, I do appreciate you checking me out and giving this video the time of day. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later.